You are now looking at our brand new hurricane. This is Hurricane Fiona. It was a tropical storm all throughout this morning. But the National Hurricane Hunters have now found hurricane force winds within this storm, and that's why they have now upgraded it to a Category 1 hurricane. Max winds right now are at 85 miles per hour, and that pressure has dropped down to 986 millibars. And while, yes, all the worst winds are going to be right in this eastern outer cloud wall, not to say that isn't the worst part of the storm, but look at all this heavy rain that is coming in on the southern side of this island on radar imagery. Once again, all the strongest winds are going to be right in this outer cloud wall surrounding that eye. But once again, extremely heavy rainfall is coming in on the eastern side of this storm. I mean, that's prompted several flash flood warnings all across the state. And because of that, the whole entire island is now without power. Yes, once again, the whole entire island of Puerto Rico is now without power. A devastating thing to see here on Liam's weather. And I hate to say it, but we're probably going to be seeing even more heavy rain and very strong winds impacting portions of Hispaniola and Puerto Rico as well before this thing finally gets to move to the north and come very, very close to the eastern edge of the Bahamas. And by the latest forecast models, this thing could become a Category 3 hurricane, the first major hurricane of the season, as early as Wednesday morning. But the main key takeaway from this graphic is that Fiona will eventually start to turn out to sea and won't be any threat to us here in the United States. Closer to home, we're going to be seeing those temperatures bump back into the upper 80s and lower 90s, especially across our inland locations, all thanks to a very strong dome of high pressure that once again will be bringing our temperatures back into the low to mid 90s for many of our inland locations. More on that in just a second. For your Monday, first off, we expect probably sunny skies and those temperatures will be topping out in the low to mid 80s. A tad bit more humid than what we saw this weekend, but nothing completely outrageous. For your Tuesday, almost a mirror image of your Monday, but slightly less cloud cover for your Tuesday. Once again, those afternoon highs will be topping out in the low to mid 80s, a little bit more warmer and also a little bit more humid to say the least. Here's a look at those temperatures along the Grand Strand. Look for those temperatures to top out in the mid to upper 80s Monday through Wednesday. I think our hottest day will be on Thursday at 89 degrees before a cold front arrives on Friday and brings us back down into the lower 80s. Here's your forecast inland. Once again, we're going back into the low to mid 90s Tuesday through Thursday before summer relief does come on Friday. We're back down into the lower 80s. Here's your forecast along the Grand Strand. Not much has changed since last week other than being a tad bit more humid and a tad warmer as well. Probably the mostly sunny skies are expected every single day. If we do see any rain, it'll likely be on Friday with that cold front bringing us back from the upper 80s to the lower 80s come next weekend. And if we don't see any rain on Friday, we'll likely see rain, our next day of rain, I should say, should be next Monday. Look for those overnight lows to drop down into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Here's your forecast as you head further inland. Once again, we're going back into the 90s for your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A cold front does arrive this upcoming Friday, and that does bring us a very small chance of rain, along with bringing our temperatures back down from the lower 90s into the lower 80s. If we don't see any rain, our next best shot of rain will be next Monday. Other than that, I expect probably the mostly sunny skies every single day, with overnight lows dropping down into the 60s. Keep it here at Liam's Weather for all the latest information.